Hi, my name is Michael Tremeaux, and I am working as a product owner at Siemens Energy for our T3000 product.
Hi, I'm Benedikt Rücker, and I'm the responsible product manager for T3000 SCADA.
Is there a real-world object that best describes Omnivise T3000 SCADA?
Let's imagine for a moment a huge offshore wind farm which is controlled by a central control room, which is typically located onshore, for example at the beachfront or a city nearby. They are both connected with a fiber optic cable.
This room is full of screens and computers, but monitors and controls every single part of the electrical energy generation and makes sure that everything works smoothly. So, more technically speaking, Omnivise T3000 SCADA is a central control room for all plants with conventional or renewable power generation.
This includes conventional plants, hydrogen plants, wind and PV farms, or battery storage systems, shortly BESS. The power generation plants varying in size, capacity, and they could be spread over a wide area, independent from which manufacturer or O&M.
So what is so special about Omnivise T3000 SCADA when I already have Omnivise T3000 as an I&C system?
Maybe we should start with the similarities. First of all, Omnivise T3000 has always been known for its user-friendliness and putting the user in the middle of the operation.
Omnivise T3000 SCADA has a built-in customer-centric approach to asset operation. That means making all relevant data transparent and available at any time. So the operator has always the best overview of the current state of the wind farm or power plant or BESS system.
Then the users get a similar look and feel we are already used to from the commonly known Omnivise T3000. So there is no need to get used to a new system and user interface when you are a T3000 customer. Moreover, in T3000 SCADA, we apply the same standards of integrated security we use in Omnivise T3000.
So, the new highlight in Omnivise T3000 is to enable to monitor and control remote units from a central control room. This includes the support of independent local operation, including the handover process and permissions. Giving an example, you can set different permissions for different roles. Like the admin has different permissions as the operator.
But what does that mean?
The changing generating landscape brings changes to the way power generation systems need to be operated and controlled. I&C solutions need to adapt to these changes in order to remain future-proof.
It is not enough to ensure steady running and regular maintenance of production assets.
Now, the control system is tasked with balancing an unstable energy system. In this market, inputs may fluctuate. The variations in energy flows are common, and the number of generation units is increasing.
Omnivise T3000 SCADA seems to follow a different approach then.
Yes, in the central control room, data from many remote units are collected, processed, and analyzed. This is the requirement for effective control of distributed generation units.
We also need to be able to manage the volume of data points in large offshore wind farms or large battery energy storage systems. Given the variability of operations and the sheer size of such installations, data streams of unprecedented scale must be collected via specialized systems and transmitted to the central control room. These data also need to be stored for later recovery and analysis if a connection is lost.
Omnivise T3000 SCADA stores data for later synchronization in case of a connection error. It also has the possibility to integrate the management of hybrid systems, including energy management system or short EMS.
And how does Omnivise T3000 SCADA work in practice?
We are Siemens Energy currently working on a project in Mexico. The project consists of a PV field which has 300 megawatt plus inverter plus synchronous condenser and a BESS system, so a battery. All data of the assets are managed by a T3000 Omnivise SCADA and help the customer to reduce the CO2 footprint to contribute to a more sustainable future.
But what about operations? How can Omnivise T3000 SCADA help me there?
All this is achieved on a single workbench, with every relevant engineer able to take action as and when needed, knowing they can intervene to deal with faults and emerging issues in a timely way, ensuring that concerns do not turn into major issues. Moreover, end-to-end cybersecurity is assured. Adequate safeguards minimize risk of attacks and help to identify cyber problems and respond fast in case of an incident.
And what else can Omnivise T3000 SCADA provide for power plant operators?
As the central control room and the remote units use the same look and feel over the different layers of the system, so that the operators have the same level of information. So basically, they are looking on the same HMI in the end.
For a plant manager, T3000 SCADA offers many benefits as our system is cost-effective and offers an adequate lifecycle approach for the energy market. The T3000 system has been successful for decades and is a trusted platform with more than 4,000 installations worldwide.
And what about future developments on the market?
Speaking of the future, scalability perhaps is the most important characteristic in complex power generation, especially SCADA. T3000 SCADA grows with the requirements and will adapt the latest technology and will always improve, so we always have the latest technology in T3000 SCADA.
This is only a brief overview of the advantages Omnivise T3000 SCADA has to offer. Check out our website or contact us for further information. Thanks for joining us today.